seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On play action, Love to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's second down and 5. Here's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Gay now set to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Love from the gun on third down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And in.
Hit and tried to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Daniels. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Following the inning, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. And the Packers first down.
Love looking to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Love now. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Love from the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. And fights him off. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. They'll get this to Nwangu. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Off here, 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blooded. And they'll move it up to the 40.